Hello guys, good evening to everyone. So I'm back with another topic. The topic is from the same chapter actually, the chapter number 6, animal classification. And this is our third lecture from the animal classification. As you know that we were talking about the Maharashtra CET for the 11th standard admissions in the topmost colleges of every city of our Maharashtra. So, as you know that I was teaching you the chapter number 6 animal classification, and we have completed our 2 lectures. In a first lecture we have discussed introduction, history and some important task, or you can say some criteria for the classification of animal, like a grade of organization, body symmetry, number of germ layers, body cavity or coelom and segmentation. Then in a second lecture we discuss about the phylum Porifera, phylum Cnidaria, phylum Platyhelminths, phylum Aschelminths and phylum Annelida. We are moving towards the phylum number 6. The name of phylum is Arthropoda. Let's begin. What is actually Arthropoda? I'll teach you everything in English first, and then I'll let you know in Marathi, just in a small proportion. So what is Arthropoda? Arthro stand for jointed and poda stand for legs. So they are having a jointed legs, and therefore they are called as Arthropoda. You can see the first statement. They shows jointed appendages, means they shows jointed arms and legs, and so they are called as Arthropoda. आपण यांना जॉइंटेड यांना आपण आर्थ्रोपोडा फायलम का म्हणतो, कारण की यांचे जे हात पाय वगैरे असतात ते एकमेकांना जोडलेले असतात, यांना जॉइंट्स असतात, म्हणून त्यांना आपण म्हणतोय आर्थ्रोपोडा. सी द सेकंड वन. द फायलम, दिस फायलम शोज लार्जेस्ट नंबर ऑफ एनिमल ऑन द अर्थ. या अर्थ वरती जेवढे पण एनिमल आहे त्याच्यामधून मॅक्सिमम ते मॅक्सिमम एनिमल आपल्याला फायलम आर्थ्रोपोडा मध्ये दिसतात. मॅक्सिमम नंबर आर्थ्रोपोडा मध्ये असतो. So Arthropoda is the largest phylum as compared to all the other phylums because it has a maximum number of animals. Third one, the animal from this phylum ranges from deep ocean to the mountain. Yes, animal from the phylum Arthropoda can found in the mountain, can found in the deep ocean, can found on the ground, can found on the tree, can found in the flying condition. आर्थ्रोपोडा फायलम मध्ये जेवढे एनिमल आहेत ते एक तर डीप ओशन मध्ये पण राहू शकतात, म्हणजे काही एनिमल डीप ओशन वाले पण आहे, काही माउंटेन मध्ये पण आहे, काही हिली एरिया मध्ये पण आहे, काही झाडांवरती पण असतात आणि काही एअर मध्ये सुद्धा असतात, म्हणजे खूप वेगळे वेगळे हॅबिटेट आहेत त्यांच्यामध्ये. त्याच्यानंतर फोर्थ, दे आर ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक. ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक मीन्स दे आर हॅव्हिंग अ 3 germ layers. They are having 3 germ layers. Outer germ layer is ectoderm, inner germ layer is endoderm, and their middle germ layer is mesoderms. Their body is made by 3 germ layers, so they are called as a triploblastic. त्यांची बॉडी 3 germ layer ने बनलेली म्हणून त्यांना आपण ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक म्हणतो. त्याच्यानंतर they are bilateral symmetrical. Bilateral symmetrical means suppose this is an animal, and if you cut this animal in a vertical section, then it will divide into 2 equal parts. It will be called bilateral symmetrical animal. ज्या ॲनिमलला आपण असं उभा कट करतो, वर्टिकल कट करतो आणि त्याचे बॉडीचे इक्वल पार्ट्स होतात, त्यांना आपण म्हणतोय बायलॅटरल सिमेट्रिकल. त्याच्यानंतर सिलोमेट. आता हे सिलोमेट आहे. सिलोमेट मीन्स दे पॉसेस ट्रू केव्हिटी. यांना सिलोमेटच्या ऐवजी आपण असं पण म्हणतो यू सिलोमेट. यू सिलोमेट or सिलोमेट is one and the same thing. They contain true cavity. They are containing empty cavity or true cavity for the purpose of storage of blood and for the purpose of storage of food material. And they are segmented. म्हणजे त्यांची बॉडी पण अर्थवर्म सारखा सेगमेंट मध्ये आहे, पण असं नाही. जस्ट लाईक अ कॉकरोच बघितला तर कॉकरोचच्या ॲब्डोमन मध्ये 11 सेगमेंट्स असतात, ज्याच्यामधून 10 दिसतात आणि 11वा चिपकलेला असतो 10th ला. सो इट्स अ सेगमेंटेड. फिफ्थ, the body is covered by the chitinous exoskeleton. Chitin is a one type of a protein which is found in some animals who in the outer covering, like a cockroach. The body of cockroach is covered by the chitin, which provides them waterproofing capacity, waterproofing property. Yes. Sixth property. These animals are unisexual. Unisexual means they are not hermaphrodite. They are not bisexual. Male sex organ will be present in the male body only, and it will second sex organ will not be present in the same body. Therefore they are unisexual. Male are separate, female are separate. Examples are crab, scorpion, spider, cockroach, you can say etc. Because there are many number of organisms. So guys, we are going to discuss about the next phylum. The name of phylum is a mollusca. It is a 7th number phylum. These animals are very soft and slippery. If you try to capture them, you will not be able to capture them just because their body is totally slippery. See the first character. The body of this animal is a soft and slimy. Slimy means slippery, and that's why we call them as a mollusk. Yes. यांची बॉडी खूपच सॉफ्ट असते अँड प्लस ते स्लिपरी असते. ऑइली ऑइली म्हणण्यापेक्षा ते स्लिपरी असते, स्लाइमी असते. यांना आपण टच केलं तर एकदम स्लिप होऊन जातात, म्हणून त्यांचे नाव दिलेले आहे मॉल्युस्क अँड फायलमचे नाव आहे मॉल्युस्का. सेकंड वन, दे आर द सेकंड लार्जेस्ट फायलम ऑन द अर्थ. जसं आपण बोललो तर सर्वात जास्त एनिमल कोणत्या फायलम मध्ये बसतात ते असतो अर्थ्रोपोडा. तर अर्थ्रोपोडाच्या नंतर दुसरा ज्याचा नंबर लागतो तो असतो यस ते आहे मॉल्युस्का. हे सेकंड सर्वात लार्जेस्ट फायलम आहे ज्याच्यात मॅक्सिमम एनिमल आहे अर्थ्रोपोडाच्या नंतर. थर्ड, मोस्टली दे आर अक्वाटिक. सम आर मराइन and some are freshwater. Mostly all the animals of mollusca are aquatic. They are found in the water only. But some found in the marine water means sea water, and some found in the fresh water like a river water, water of a stream, water of a river, or water of a, you can say, water of a stream, water of a lake, water of a pond, or in the water of a river. All these are basically considered as a fresh water, and the water which is a salty water called marine water, it's a sea water. Next, they are triploblastic. As they are triploblastic, they will contain 3 germ layers. Yes, they will contain 3 germ layers like a ectoderm, then there will be mesoderm, and last layer that will be endoderm. So their body will be made by the 3 germ layers: ectoderm, outer layer, middle layer, mesoderm, inner layer, endoderm. They are triploblastic. They are coelomate animal. Coelomate animal means they possess true cavity, true empty cavity, or they possess coelom. Yes, and they are non-segmented. Like arthropoda was a segmented, Annelida was also segmented, but they are not segmented, and they are soft animal. Next, the body of mollusca, or all the members of a mollusca body is divided into the 3 parts. First part is head region, second part is foot region, and third part is visceral mass. Remember guys, visceral mass is made by the calciferous material. It is called as a mantle, which is protected internally as well as externally. Guys, last one, these animals are unisexual, means they are not at all bisexual, they are not hermaphrodite. Example, bivalve, snail, octopus, etc. etc. So dear all students, now we are going to study about the 8th number phylum. The phylum is Echinodermata. Like you might have studied dermatology, or you might have heard the word called as a dermatology. Derma means skin, logy means study, dermatology is study of skin. So here is also derma. Derma means skin, and echino stand for spine. Yes, so Echinodermata is a type of a phylum which have all the animal of this phylum shows spine on the skin. That's why they are called as a Echinodermata. या फायलम मध्ये जेवढे पण एनिमल आहेत ना, ते सगळे एनिमल स्वतःच्या स्किन वरती स्पाइन्स दाखवतात, म्हणून त्यांना नाव दिलेलं आहे Echinodermata. See, they show spine on their skin, and so they are called as a Echinodermata. Echino stand for spine, derma stand for skin. Second, the animals are only found in ocean. This is the different as compared to other. In a previous phylum, some animal were marine and some animal were freshwater, but they are only found in ocean, means they are exclusively marine only. Third, their bodies are triploblastic. If it is a triploblastic, it will show 3 germ layers such as ectoderm. It will show 3 germ layers such as ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Just because of 3 germ layers, they are triploblastic. So they are triploblastic. Then they are coelomate. So it means they shows true cavity. They have true cavity, or they have coelom. They are radially symmetrical animal. Radially symmetrical animal means what? If you cut this animal, in a vertical section or in a horizontal section, you will get equal parts. Yes, you will get equal parts. But remember, they are radially symmetrical in adult only. But in case of larva stage, they are bilateral symmetrical. बघा डिफरन्स काय? पहिले तर दे आर ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक. हे ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक असतात म्हणजे त्यांना 3 जर्म लेयर्स आहेत. एक्टोडर्म बाहेरची लेयर, मेसोडर्म मिडल लेयर, एंडोडर्म इनर लेयर. त्याच्यानंतर हे सिलोमेट असतात म्हणजे त्यांच्यामध्ये ट्रू केव्हिटी आहे. आता बघा त्यांची जी सिमेट्री आहे ते रेडियल पण आहे बायलेटरल पण आहे. पण हे कसं? जस्ट लाईक जो अडल्ट असेल, जो अडल्ट इकॉनोडर्म असेल म्हणजे इकॉनोडर्म मध्ये जे जे एक्झाम्पल आहे स्टारफिश म्हणा किंवा सी कुकुंबर, सी उर्चिन, सी कुकुंबर, ब्रिटल स्टार, हे जेव्हा अडल्ट असतात, तुम्ही एक एक्झाम्पल कन्सिडर करून घ्या स्टारफिश. तर स्टारफिश जेव्हा अडल्ट असेल तर तेव्हा ते रेडियल सिमेट्री दाखवतील. म्हणजे तुम्ही त्यांना वर्टिकल कट मारा किंवा हॉरिझॉन्टल कट मारा, त्यांचे इक्वल पार्ट्स येतील. परंतु त्यांचे जो चाइल्ड प्रोड्यूस होईल तर चाइल्ड पहिले, आता ह्युमन मध्ये आपण चाइल्डला म्हणतो इन्फंट किंवा तर इन्फंट म्हणतो किंवा एम्ब्रिओ म्हणतो, त्याच्यानंतर फिटस म्हणतो, असे स्टेजेस असतात. तसंही या ॲनिमलांमध्ये आपण लार्वा स्टेज म्हणतो. तर त्यांची जी लार्वाची स्टेज असते ना, तेव्हा ते बायलेटरल सिमेट्री दाखवतात. पण जे अडल्ट असतात ते रेडियली सिमेट्री दाखवतात. वेन दे आर इन अ अडल्ट फॉर्म, दॅट टाइम दे आर शोइंग रेडियली सिमेट्री. मीन्स इफ यू कट देम इन वर्टिकल और हॉरिझॉन्टल यू विल गेट इक्वल पार्ट्स. But in case of a larval stage, when the new child are born, when new childs are coming into the existence, they are showing bilateral symmetry. So that's the difference, you have to remember it. Next, they have a tube feet for the purpose of locomotion and capturing prey. त्यांना ट्यूब फीट नावाचे ऑर्गन आहे जो त्यांना मुवमेंट करण्यासाठी, लोकोमोशनसाठी आहे आणि फूडला कॅप्चर करण्यासाठी पण सुद्धा आहे, म्हणजे फूडला पकडण्यासाठी पण सुद्धा आहे. नेक्स्ट, they shows exoskeleton which is made by calcareous spine. त्यांच्या पूर्ण बॉडीवरती स्पाइन्स असतात. हे स्पाइन कॅल्शियमने बनलेले असतात म्हणून त्या स्पाइनचे नाव आहे कॅल्सिरस स्पाइन, कॅल्सिरस स्पाइन. आणि हे पूर्ण स्पाइन पूर्ण त्यांच्या बॉडीमध्ये, बॉडीच्या वरती असतात म्हणून ते एक्झोस्केलेटन बनून जातं त्यांच्या. नेक्स्ट, दे शोज पॉवर ऑफ रिजनरेशन. रिजनरेशन मीन्स जर त्यांच्या एखाद्या बॉडीचे पार्ट्स कट झाला, लाईक सपोज त्यांच्या बॉडीचे एखादा आर्म कट झाला तर तो आर्म पुन्हा तयार होऊन जाईल. जस्ट बिकॉज त्यांना ती अबिलिटी, त्यांच्यामध्ये ती कपॅसिटी आहे की तो तुटलेला पार्टला सुद्धा नवीन तयार करू शकता. यांना आपण बोलतो रिजनरेशन. रिजनरेशन इज नथिंग बट द अबिलिटी बाय विच वी कॅन रिफॉर्म द पार्ट्स विच इज डॅमेज. Say for example, hand is damaged, so you can reconstruct it, you can reproduce it, reconstruct it. It will be called as a regeneration. Next, these animals are mostly unisexual. Mostly unisexual, as it is it is given in the book. Therefore, I am using this word. Mostly they are unisexual. Means some may be the bisexual also, according to this sentence. But we have to follow they are unisexual. Examples are starfish, sea urchin, sea cucumber, and brittle star. So guys, we are going to discuss now phylum number 9, Hemichordata. What is Hemi? Hemi stand for half. Chordata stand for notochord. Yes? आपण आतापर्यंत मागचे जे 8 फायलम बघितले होते, पोरीफेरा, नायडेरिया, प्लॅटीहेल्मेन्स, ॲस्केल्मेन्स, एनिलिडा, मोल्युस्का, आर्थ्रोपोडा, त्याच्यानंतर याच्या पहिले आपण फायलम बघितले. ठीक आहे. ते जे 8 फायलम होते, हे 8 फायलममध्ये नोटोकोड नव्हतं. यांच्यामध्ये नोटोकोड आहेत पण अर्धा नोटोकोड आहे म्हणून त्यांचे नाव दिलेले आहे हेमिकोर्डेटा. यस, previously we have studied number of a phylum from the phylum Porifera, phylum Cnidaria, Platyhelminths, Aschelminths. Then we discuss about Arthropoda, Annelida, Mollusca, Echinodermata. All this was not containing notochord, but this is containing notochord, but not complete, but it contains half notochord. That's why it is called as a hemichordata, where hemi means half and chordata stand for presence of notochord. Yes. Starting with the first character, the body of this animal is divided into 3 parts, and these 3 parts are: first one is a proboscis, second one is a collar, and third one is a trunk. यांची बॉडी 3 पार्ट्स मध्ये डिवाइड झाली आणि त्या 3 पार्ट्सचं नाव आहे प्रोबोसिस, कोलर आणि ट्रंक. त्याच्यानंतर सेकंड नोटोकॉड इज प्रेझेंट इन प्रोबोसिस रिजन ओनली अँड सो दे आर कॉल्ड एज अ हेमिकॉर्डेटा. नोटोकॉड त्यांच्या तिन्ही पार्ट्स मध्ये अवेलेबल नाही. जस्ट लाईक आपल्याला जो वर्टेब्रल कॉलम असतो ते इकडून तर पूर्ण फीट पर्यंत आहे, तर त्यांना नोटोकॉड प्रोबोसिस मध्ये दे फक्त, म्हणून त्यांचे नाव दिलेलं आहे हेमिकॉर्डेटा, हाफ नोटोकॉड. थर्ड, they are commonly known as the acorn worms. Like a platyhelminths was called as a flatworm, Aschelminths was called as a roundworm. Same way they are called as a acorn worm. त्यांचे दुसरं नाव आहे acorn worm. Next, they are marine animals found in burrows and sand. Most probably सगळे समुद्रामध्ये marine animal आहेत, समुद्रामध्ये सापडणारे, but they may be found in the burrows, they may be found on the sand. Next, they possess pharyngeal gill slit. It may be one to many. It may be one to many. त्यांना pharyngeal gill slits असतात. Gill slits, like we are using our lungs for the purpose of respiration. The animal those are found in the water, they are using gill slits for the purpose of respiration. Next, mostly they are unisexual, but some are bisexual. Bisexual means hermaphrodite. In your book it is given hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means bisexual. Most probably they are unisexual, having a single sexual organ. Single sexual organ, I mean to say, male having their own personal sex organ, female having personal sex organ. But there are certain animal belongs to this hemichordata in which both sex organs are present in a same body. Example of this hemichordata is Balanoglossus and Secoglossus. So guys, this was a 9 phylum. Yes. First phylum, if I could remind you, first one is a phylum Porifera. Second, we discussed phylum Cnidaria, also known as a Coelenterata. Third, phylum Platyhelminths. Fourth, phylum Aschelminths. Fifth, phylum, yes, Arthropoda. Then sixth, phylum Mollusca. Seventh, Annelida. Means numbering was like, you can say fifth number was Annelida, sixth one was a Mollusca, and then Arthropoda, and then Echinodermata, 8th one, and 9th one we discuss phylum Hemichordata. Now after this we are going to learn about the vertebrata, and vertebrata will be having a two different superclass. One will be Pisces, means fishes, and second superclass will be the Tetrapoda, like a 4-leg animal, Tetrapoda. Amphibia means amphibian animal means those who found in water and ground. Second one Aves means birds, and third one is a reptilia, means crawling animal like a snake, and fourth one is a mammalia, those who have a mammary gland or breast gland for the milk production which is given to the baby. Like we human being also belongs to the mammalia, camel also belongs to mammalia, elephant also belongs to mammalia, cow, buffalo, dog, etc, etc. Yes, we will discuss all this chordata portion in our next lecture, but up to this was our hemichordata. Thank you.